with 11 catches for 264 yards, 3 TDs, but it wasn't enough as the Ravens rallied to beat the Bengals 35-34 after a timeout. Joe Burrow failed to convert the winning 2-point conversion. Here was Chase after the loss.
Do you feel like the ball should have gone to you on that final play?
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like that. As a receiver, you should want the ball, yes, but, sometimes Joe don't see it,
What did you think of the decision to go for 2? Is that what you expected?
Yeah, hell yeah. I agree 100%.
All right, S.A., I'm starting with you. Are you good with the Bengals going for the 2-point try in the win?
I'm good with them going for the 2. You might as well try. A lot of stuff hasn't worked with them against winning teams this year. They're 0-5 against winning teams, okay? They're 4-1 against losing teams. You look at MARR Chase, the way he's balling, 457 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2 meetings against the Ravens. No receiver in history has done that much in one season against one particular team. That's what MARR Chase is doing. Joe Burrow, 9 touchdown passes in 2 games against the Baltimore Ravens this season. But still in all, you end up losing because I told y'all about that damn defense in Cincinnati. You can't rely on them. You can't trust them. They're going to let you down when it really, really counts, and that's unfortunate. Knowing that is your reality as an offense, you got an opportunity to win the damn game. Yeah. You go for the 2-point conversion. If you had an elite defense, I would think differently. But because you don't in Cincinnati, I don't blame Cincinnati and Joe Burrow one bit for going for it.
Do you actually think if they'd got the 2-point conversion, that defense could have held up? Y'all realize that Lamar Jackson went punt, then he went touchdown, kneel down to end the game. They have the number 1 offense. Baltimore has the number 1 offense, the number 27 defense. The only defense that makes Baltimore defense look good is Cincinnati. They're dead last. They're awful. And that's the problem that you have. It puts so much pressure on Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase to be perfect. They had a 21-7 lead. Marlon Humphrey makes a great play, rips the ball out. Right. And Joe Burrow goes like 3 and out, and the next thing you know, when he comes back on the field, they're 28-21. You have to play perfect behind that defense in order to have a chance to win. I don't have a problem with it. The only problem that I have with that 2-point play, Jamar Chase is getting that ball. Unless they got 11 players on him, I'm throwing him the ball. I'm not throwing it to those second or third team tight end. Jamar Chase is getting the ball.
In that type of situation, you have to feed the superstar. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If I have Shannon Sharpe on my team, I'm forcing Shannon Sharpe the ball because this is what makes elite players elite. This is what makes superstars superstars. My biggest takeaway from yesterday is simple. Bengals. You blew 2 opportunities to beat Baltimore, a division foe, twice. Yep. One at home. That's right. One at, in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. So
both of them had double-digit leads.
For sure. But it's like winning in this league is already hard enough. We're not asking you to put the game away. It's just certain things that cannot happen that did happen, which is a losing formula of football.
If you go back and look at the Bengals, Stephen A., what is it? It's every single time it's a turnover by the offense when they're playing so well. Remember in Cincinnati, Joe Burrow throws the interception to Marlon Humphrey, changes the complete momentum of the game. Yes. Last night, Marlon Humphrey again, Johnny on the spot, pulls the ball out, changed the complexion of the ball game. Cincinnati offense has to be perfect because their defense is less than.
But that's why I talk about their defense, because nobody should be expected to be perfect. You hope for it, but that expectation, the expectation of perfection should never, ever, ever be the case. And that's exactly what it is in Cincinnati because you haven't done anything defensively, which is why I said at the beginning of the year, listen, Zach Taylor, and I've joked about this, but I really, really mean it. There needs to be an investigation in what the hell this man is doing in the offseason. They're never ready to play in September. Right. They always lose. And so think about that for a second. His 6 years, 6+ years, every single September, they're coming. Once October arrives, they're climbing uphill because they're never ready to play. And now this year, more so than the years past, the defense ain't ready as well. So bad enough you don't start the season off right. Bad enough you put yourself in a hole. But on top of it all, you haven't improved the defense. The defense is worse when you know you got the weapons on the offense that you have in Chase, in Burrow. He didn't play last. I mean, come on now. You got Jamar Chase balling out like that. You got to be able to take advantage of it.
I got one thing that I want to kind of hint to, especially in this week of football, where on Monday night, Todd Bowles didn't go for 2-point conversion in a hostile environment. Right. Last night, we seen Cincinnati Bengals go for 2. So I'm seeing a mixed review of damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation. When you have the formula that Cincinnati Bengals have, it was so much clutch play on both sides of the ball, but Lamar Jackson is playing out of his mind.
I wouldn't say it's mixed views, though, because we all felt that they should have went for the 2-point conversion against Kansas City on Monday night.
The Bucs.
You know, just like Cincinnati went for it last night, we thought the Bucs should have went for it, too.
If you go back and look at the third quarter, Lamar Jackson had a perfect quarterback rating. He was 7 of 7, like 130 plus yards, 3 touchdowns. That tells me right there, we can't stop them.
Right.
We might as well go for the 2 and try to win. But with 2 timeouts in 38 seconds, there's no doubt in my mind they're going to put that ball on the foot of
Well, you said you disagree. Now, you said you disagree. I'm putting 2 football players on the spot right now.
Yeah.
Damn it, that was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Now, when you know that that's the brother that's going to get the ball if the coin toss goes the wrong way, which it did, which is why you saw Baker Mayfield reacting the way that it did. You damn right I think they should have gone for the 2-point conversion. Last night, you Joe Burrow and those boys, why are you going to do that? You're going to put yourself in a position to win because you know it's Lamar Jackson. When you see that dude, y'all know better than me who that dude is. Right. And you don't want him, put him in a position where he's got an upper hand.
Considering that's the defense, I don't care who the quarterback is. I'm going for it.
Right.
Because of that defense, that's how poor they are. Lamar Jackson has been damn near perfect against their defense, just like Joe Burrow has 9 touchdowns, 1 interception against that defense. Right. So it doesn't matter the quarterback. If I'm Cincinnati, they have no choice because their defense is so bad.
Shay, before we move on to Atlanta, really quick, are you more or less confident in the Ravens after last night?
I still have concerns about their defense because I remember in 2018, Patrick Mahomes had the #1 offense and he had the 31st ranked defense. He got to the AFC Championship game, but remember, the Patriots walked it off.
Yes, sir.
You see the plays that they're giving up? It's quarters coverage. What is the safety doing? He lets the corner is playing outside shoulder of Jamar Chase.
Yes, sir.
He's expecting the safety to be middle quarter, and he's down there bull jabbing around with the top.
No. This is where I insert myself in this conversation. Because if you know it's quarter coverage, Stephen A., Shannon, even Molly, you're going to, what we say, respectfully lift your skirt up to attract the safety. They attracted the safety, and now you got Jamar Chase running away and still doing one of the showmans of the year with Come Tackle Me.
But why? Why would you do that when you got the corner has deep quarter, you have middle quarter, other safety has middle quarter, and the far corner has deep quarters, 25. Why would you mess with a 10-yard route when you got the linebacker already got it covered?
But it's the tendencies. You can't say, I know you a fly guy. I know Molly is fly as hell too. I know Stephen A. There's certain things that you know that you're going to do. Baltimore is going to be a quarters team. So it's not in that situation. That's who they are.
Yes.
So,
but he's gotten big.
Last thing, and then I got another native comment.
Last thing I want to throw at y'all, because we got to be real here. Not to say that y'all are not, but we got to take it. Lamar Jackson, we've gotten to the point where his greatness is cemented. There's nothing to talk about in terms of his greatness. There's only one thing to talk about.
You got to win a championship.
Are you going to show it when it's time? So when you look at Baltimore's defense, here's the trepidation, which is why I say we got to keep our eyes on the Buffalo Bills, because we know what Josh Allen could do, and we see what McDermott is doing, and we see how they've upgraded when they've exceeded expectations, even when they lost Stephon Diggs, when they lost Gabe Davis, before they acquired Amari Cooper. Right? The bottom line is you're looking at Buffalo and you're saying, okay, I got to watch out for this. You're looking at Baltimore, and their defense is such a question mark, that's going to put more pressure on Lamar Jackson to deliver, and when he had the pressure in the past, in the postseason, he still hasn't answered.
This is a different team.
I know that.
All right,
but he
can't have a bad game.
That's what I'm saying.
Remains to be seen.